What's going on, guys? Auzo here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got another tier list video, and it is going to be the defenders up next, and this is going to be the last tier list that we do before team of the season. So after this it will be the attackers tier list, and it probably will be filled up with a ton of new team of the season cards. We have got a lot to go through, so I do want to get straight into it, but before we do, I need to say the one thing and one thing only I always say before we get into the tier list, and that's the fact that this is my personal tier list, what I personally believe players should be going in the tiers that you see. Now, it's perfectly fine to disagree with me if you feel like maybe one or even two or even three players should have gone one higher or even one lower. Just let me know in the comment section. But let's get into it, starting off with team of the year Ruben Diaz. I think everyone knows where this card is going to go. For me, top three centre backs in this game. So yeah, get him straight up there. Auria's a nice card, very good fullback. He's a player that is solid defensively, and he doesn't feel too bad on the ball, to be fair to him. His passing ability is pretty good as well. I definitely would say Auria deserves to go into the A+. Team of the year Cancelo, come on. The best fullback in the entire game. He is an absolute joke. Some people don't even play this guy in a fullback position. Some people even play him in a centre mid position, and he still performs really, really well. So yeah, team of the year Cancelo, straight up there. For captain's Boyata, now he's got an insane amount of pace in that centre-back position. A player that can also put in a really good tackle, and he's got unreal physicals to his game as well. The issue is with him is the reactions. The reactions aren't good enough to go into the S tier for me personally, man. That's the thing that really does hold him back. So yeah, Boyata, we are going to put him into the A+. Kier, I remember when this card came out, oh yeah, defensively, when putting in tackles, he was incredible at it. But the pace is going to be the main thing that holds him back. And can I put Kier on a Boyata kind of level? I don't believe so. So yeah, Kier, he is going to be our first A tier card. Darmian, Darmian with that 5-star weak foot, solid, man. Pace as well is really nice. Defensively, just all round, he is a monster. Now, going forward, as a fullback, it isn't anything special. The dribbling ability is the one thing that I really, really would have liked on this Darmian card. Like, his dribbling isn't bad, but it isn't anything special. I definitely would say Darmian deserves to go into the A+. I wouldn't say he's on that S tier kind of level because of that dribbling. Defensively, very good. Pace as well. You're forced to use a Shadow Chem on this card because of how the sprint speed is. But the issue is with that is if you go for a Shadow Chem style, you're missing out on that strength. He's not a player that can push someone completely off the ball. And for fullback, his dribbling ability really ain't that great. I definitely wouldn't put Azpilicueta on a Darmian or Auria kind of level. So we are going to put him into the A tier. Umtiti. Umtiti is a card that came out a long time ago. Like, I remember reviewing this card, and yeah, he was quite solid at the time, I must admit. But now, he ain't all that. He ain't anything special, let's say. He can definitely still put in a nice tackle, though. I wouldn't say this Umtiti card deserves to go into an A tier, so he is going to be our first B+ card. Dani Alves, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, insanely nice all-rounded. He can literally do everything on that pitch. So yeah, Dani Alves, go straight into the S tier, man. Causes kind of like went away from people's team now, because I feel like everyone used him for so long, they're kind of like tired of him and they just want to try out new centre-backs. I feel like that's the main thing, because Koza is still a very, very solid centre-back. He's still fast, he can still put in some crazy good tackles as well, and I definitely do believe Koza deserves to go into the A+ still. I believe we put him into the A+ last time, and I think we're going to keep him there as well. As an attacking fullback, he is there, man. Defensively, he ain't anything like special, but like he still can put in some very, very nice defensive work. I would say Cuadrado. Yeah, I'll say Cuadrado deserves to go into the A+. We're not going to put him onto like a Dani Alves kind of level, no chance, or a Cancelo kind of level, but I think A+ is very comfortable for him. For captain's Chiellini, now I think everyone knows where this card's going to go. Let's go ahead and put him straight up there and waste no time, man. Just throw him straight into the S tier. Like, we don't need to say much about him. I think you guys know how good of a card he is. Headliner Klaus, insane fullback, been using him for so long. Defensively, amazing. Going forward with that dribbling ability and that pace is really, really nice as well. He was in the S tier last time, and I definitely do believe he deserves to go into the S tier this time. Pace is something you expect off the top tier centre-backs, right? Like, that 89 pace is so good on Collins. He's a player that can literally catch up to anyone. He can really put in a good tackle as well, and his physicals are not bad at all. The thing with Collins, though, that really does hold him back is the reactions. The reactions on this card is not great. He's a player that allows certain through balls, that allows certain passes to go past him because he doesn't react quick enough to stick out his leg, unfortunately. So yeah, Collins, I don't think deserves to go on a Boyata kind of level, so we are going to put Collins into the A tier. I believe we put him into the A+ last time, but now it's time to drop down. Still an insane centre-back. Great reactions to his game. Defensively, he is a monster. I would have liked his acceleration to be a little bit better. That's something I will say, but still, yeah, definitely A+ still, man. This Konate card, when I used him, he was a player that could put in a really good tackle. He was fast as well. The issue with him was the transition speed. The transition speed on Konate isn't great. It is not great at all. I felt like it was too heavy. I felt like it was way too sluggish as well, where you go too hard to one side and he is not quick to recover going the other way. I definitely wouldn't say this Konate card is on the level of Bai or even Boyata, so we are going to put Konate onto an A tier level. Cordoba, yeah, come on, like, just stop it. You know, just get him up there. We'll move on. Chalobah, great pace, great defending ability, good strength to his game as well. Reactions, again, is an issue on this card. It's like, I think it's very similar reactions to Collins, if not the exact same reactions as Collins. So it does make sense to put Chalobah on the A tier level and not onto the A+, unfortunately. Rule Breakers Cornet. Now, he was a card that came out a long time ago, but a card that I did enjoy at the time he came out, because you would stick an anchor chemstyle on him and he would have great pace, great defending ability, and really nice physicals as well. The issue with him was going forward, he weren't anything special. The dribbling ability, even though the agility is really high on this card, the other dribbling stats aren't that great, and the passing ability as well definitely was annoying to work with. I think Cornet is now an A tier card. Playing him off Alphonso Davies, insane. I think there's no question about that, man. He's got high-low work rates, but it doesn't seem like he's got high-low work rates. He's a player that does put in a really, really good job defensively, and he always is a player that catches up to my attackers. So yeah, Alphonso Davies, straight into the A+. Really solid fullback. A card that got kind of pushed to a side, I feel like. A card that I would have thought would have been in way more people's teams, but I guess it's kind of also understandable because of the links, right? The links aren't anything amazing to work around. As I said, though, he's a very solid centre-back, man. Very, very solid centre-back. He's a player that can put in good tackles, great physicals to his game as well. Unreal amount of pace for his centre-back, and the reactions on his card is really nice as well. So yeah, Cooper, I definitely would say goes into the A+. He was an SBC. I think he was like 100k at the time as well. And there was not really a point of doing him because you would pick up Marquinhos and Kimpembe for the exact same price. Like both of them together for the price of Dante, I believe. So yeah, there was no point of doing this card. But he was still a pretty nice SBC at the time. He could put in a really good tackle. But I would say now Dante is not on the level of like a Konate. He's not on the level of like a Collins or even a Kier. So yeah, Dante is going to join Titi into the B+. Very good fullback defensively. He can put in a nice tackle. His pace is really solid as well. The dribbling ability on Coleman, though, is the thing that I feel like holds him back a lot. Like, even though it says 86 dribbling on the card, he doesn't feel great in game. He really doesn't. Can this Coleman card go on a Darmian level? Can he go on a Cuadrado and Alphonso Davies level, or even an Aurier level? I don't think we can put him up there, I'll be honest. I think Coleman is like a solid A tier. Di Lorenzo is a nice fullback, man. A very, very good defensive fullback, and a fullback that can go forward as well. He's got 5-star. Is it 5-star skill moves or 5-star weak foot? I'm pretty sure it's 5-star skill moves, which is always nice to work with, right? Di Lorenzo, I definitely would say, is a solid A+. The Fry, where do you go? We're forced to use a Shadow Chems on you because of the pace. You want to increase that pace as much as possible. The thing is with the Fry is the aggression. I would have liked the aggression to be slightly high on him, man. If he had slightly higher aggression, it would be really, really nice to work with, especially defensively. Going in for tackles aggressively allows you to come out with the ball way more often. I think the Fry, though, it's definitely a solid A+ card. I wouldn't go as far as saying he's an S tier card, but I definitely do believe the Frey is better than like Kanate, Collins, and even a player like Chalobah as well. Road to the knockouts, the Lick. Now he was an SBC, and he was a really good SBC at the time, because the way this guy would go in for tackles was amazing, and his physicals were really nice to work with as well. But there was one issue. There was always going to be an issue later down the road, and it was the acceleration. The acceleration on this card is not up to the level we would like it to be up to this late in the FIFA. So yeah, Delict, I think I'm going to still put him into the A tier because of how good his tackling is, but I think we cannot put him any further than that. Nuno Mensch, Foot Birthday, insane player. Good going forward because of his dribbling ability and the way he passes as well. And the defending ability, yeah, it's unreal. So yeah, just get him straight up there. Numbers up at Adair Militao. That dribbling ability, oh my god, that kind of dribbling ability on a centre-back is something that you do not see very often. I think he definitely is the best dribbler that we've had in the centre-back position, right? Surely there's not been anyone else better than Adair Militao. Tackling as well, really good at it. Pace, really solid at it. So yeah, Adair Militao 100% deserves to go into an S tier level. Where do you go? We put him into the A+ last time. I saw a few comments. Am I going to keep him into the A+? I think I am, man. The thing about Delane, right, I've got him untradeable in my team, and yes, I do like him a lot. Him having that 5-star weak foot as well is really good to work with. It's just Delane, I don't think he's on that S tier kind of level with the fullbacks we see up there, man. I just don't think he's up there anymore. So yeah, Delane is going to continue to be into the A+. Fredericks, oh, he came out as an SBC, and he was really nice, man. Anchor chems on him, maxing out his pace, giving him a stupid amount of strength as well. Defending ability, so good. Passing ability, pretty nice. And the dribbling ability, oh, the dribbling ability was good going forward. So yeah, Fredericks, I think he's a very solid card. He's got a 5-star weak foot and everything to his game. So I definitely would say he deserves to go into an A+. He was a token reward, so you had to do all the SBCs, the objectives as well, and you would eventually get yourself the amount of tokens to get this Frimpong card. It's kind of same things like Fredericks, where you would give him the Anchor Chem style, giving him maxed out pace, giving him a crazy amount of strength as well. Really good defending ability, and his dribbling going forward was nice. So yeah, Frimpong, I think he deserves to go on the same level as Fredericks, and that is an A+. Really nice dynamic, by the way. Really nice. Probably one of the best dynamic images that we have seen this year. He was a very good SBC. A very good, because you would stick a Shadow Chem on his card. Pace, beautiful. Defending ability, beautiful. Physicals as well, really nice. And the reactions on this card is solid as well. I think I would take Gabriel. Yeah, especially like transition and everything and like reactions over Colin. I would say Gabriel deserves to go into an A+ as well. So let's throw him in there. For Fantasy Jimenez. Now, he was a card I packed on my main account, untradeable. And he was a card that I gave a few games to just to see how he was going to be. And yeah, he could get out of the players really quickly. Yeah, he could put in a good tackle. But the transition speed and the dribbling on this card wasn't great. Just straight up wasn't great, man. I felt like I had to keep it so simple with the dribbling, and with the transition speed, if you like go too hard to one side, he doesn't recover quickly to the other side because of that balance. So yeah, Jimenez, I think I can't put him into the A+, but I am gonna put him into the A tier. Acceleration, that's the issue with him. He can put in good tackles. His physicals are nice as well, but the acceleration is an issue this late in the FIFA. So yeah, Gomez, I think we can definitely say he's an A tier card. Guerrero, high-low work rates. I mean, some people see that as an issue, but for me, it's not like a crazy big deal, because I do like to go forward with my fullbacks very often. His dribbling ability, unreal. He's got a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves as well. You're forced, though, to use a Shadow Chems on this card because you want to try to boost up that sprint speed as much as possible. But once you do that, you're missing out on the physicals completely. Like, the physicals are not good on this card at all, man. A decent comparison would probably be a player like Delane, because both of them have got a 5-star weak foot. But I definitely would take Delane over Guerrero. So yeah, Guerrero, I think, is going to go into the A tier. If his physicals were better, I would throw him into the A+. Stocky body type is good on defense for like blocks and stuff, but going forward, it's not that great unless you have really good dribbling stats. And Kappa, he hasn't got that to his game, unfortunately. So yeah, going forward, his dribbling isn't amazing. His passing ability is all right. and his physicals for a player that's got a stocky body type is nothing top tier. And there's a lot of issues with this Kappa card, man. A lot of issues. He's fast, though, with the right chem style, and he can put in a very good tackle. You're forced to use a shadow chem style on him, though, because you want to try to boost up that pace as much as possible. I don't think Kappa deserves to go into an A tier with a player like Cornet, Aspilicueta, or even Guerrero or Coleman. So yeah, Kappa, he is going to go into the B+. A player that's got a stocky body type, but a player that's got really, really good dribbling stats, so it doesn't make him feel like he's got a stocky body type in-game. His physicals with the right chem style, unreal. Great pace, great defending ability as well. I definitely would say Gunter goes into the A+. Timothy Hakimi, yeah, just get him straight up there and we'll move on. There's just some players that you just don't need to say anything about, right? You just know where they're gonna go, so we just throw them straight in there. Very good defensive fullback. Like, good physicals, great defending, and great pace to his game. The dribbling, though, going forward, yeah, it's not all that, is it? It really isn't all that. I would definitely take a player like Delane, Di Lorenzo, and all the fullbacks I see in the A+ over this Du Bois card. I wish this card had better dribbling. That's the thing, right? The dribbling is a thing that really does hold him back. Hernandez, ooh. Now, even though the dribbling stats on this card ain't all that, the thing is with him, he's got a unique body type, all right? That unique body type with the dribbling stats he's got makes him feel nice in-game. Like, that's the thing about a unique body type. It can change the dribbling stats completely, because you look at the dribbling, you're like, not that great. But in-game, it's a whole different story. Defensively, monster. The pace he has straight off the bat as well is crazy to me, man. So yeah, Hernandez, I still definitely would say he deserves to go into the S tier. Road to the final, Hernandez. Now, he's a card that cannot get any further upgrade because buying it out to the Champions League, but he's still an unreal card, man. You give him the Shadow Chem style, the pace is a joke. He's a defending ability, like putting in tackles, slide tackling, defensive awareness, amazing. He's physicals, he's got like 95 plus aggression. I think he's got like 85 strength as well. So yeah, just everything all round on this card is really solid, and I definitely do believe he deserves to go into the A+. Still cannot believe they gave him a +50 acceleration and a +50 to the sprint speed. That right there is a straight up joke from EA, man. It's so good though, because it made Fronte from an unusable card to a really usable card because of that pace increase. His defending ability, top tier. He's a 6'3" player that feels good on the ball. That's something that you don't see every day. So yeah, Fonte, I feel like he deserves to go into the A+. This is his final upgrade, right? I'm pretty sure he's had 3 upgrades. I believe he was an 86 overall to start it off. The reason I know that is because I actually packed this card, and even without the upgrades, he was still a very good card. But yeah, after the upgrades, he is insane, man. He's got everything to his game. The dribbling ability, unreal. For a centre-back, yeah, the only player you're going to get better at dribbling is your boy Eder Militao, man. He's just so good at everything. There's nothing to complain about when it comes down to this card. So he definitely does deserve to go into an S tier. Shadow Chem style, insane pace. Physicals, they're good, but nothing special, I'd say. Dribbling ability, I believe he's 6'1", right? I'm pretty sure he is. 6'1", dribbling ability is nice as well. He can put in good tackles. I think Abanas definitely stays into the A+. He was there last time, and I think he deserves to go there this time as well. Headliner Reece James. I cannot wait for this guy's team of the season. He's had 2 informs this FIFA, so hopefully that is enough to allow him to be... Oh, no, he can't, can he? I'm pretty sure EA Sports came out and not really came out and said, but there was a few rumors saying no Chelsea player will be in team of the season. Oh, that's kind of let me down a little bit, because I was really looking forward to this card, man. His dribbling ability is the only thing that really needs that upgrade, because defensively, he is a monster. I just actually thought about that. That's disappointing. Hey, Reece James, though, still deserves to go into an A+. It's just the dribbling ability that kind of holds him back a little bit. If that dribbling ability gets boosted up a bit more, we could argue him going into the S tier. Strength. That's like the main thing for him, right? Strength is a big issue. You're pretty much like forced as well to use the Shadow Chem style because of that sprint speed. Like, the aggression being at, I believe, like 85, 86, as far as I remember, is alright, but it isn't anything incredible. If you have that low of a strength, you want that aggression to be really high. So yeah, Navas, I don't think he deserves to go into the A+ tier with like player like Fredericks and Frimpong. But Navas definitely deserves to go into an A tier. I'm pretty sure you go for like an anchor because of the pace already being insane. Defensively, he is really good. Going forward, his agility is high, but the other dribbling stats aren't that great. It's the same thing with, who is it? Oh yeah, Cornet. Where they're dribbling, like the agility is really solid, but the other dribbling stats aren't that great, and his in-game dribbling ain't as good as you would like it to be. So yeah, Kabor, I think he's going to go into the A tier as well. Kempembe. Yeah, I think everyone knows where this card's going to go. Kempembe, stupid card. He's gold card. Does he deserve to go into the S tier? He's gold. No. Okay, he's gold card. Listen, I understand a lot of people were like, all right, he's gold card is endgame. Come on. Let's all be real here. Now, is gold Kempembe on a level of Adair Militao? This Kempembe, Hincapi, Chiellini, ruined it? No. All right, he's not on that level, but the road to the final, I think it is. Road to the final definitely is into the S tier. You want to go for the shadow because of how his acceleration is. I think his acceleration is at like 89. So you give him that shadow, giving him 99 acceleration and 99 sprint speed. And obviously, you know, that is crazy to have in that centre-back position. His aggression is the thing that I feel like holds him back a little bit though. If the aggression was a little bit better, I would throw him into the S tier. But because of how his aggression is, I don't really like it too much. I feel like sometimes he misses out on 50-50s that players like Ruben Diaz, Chiellini, Cordoba would easily get. So yeah, Klosterman, because of that aggression, I am going to put him into the A+ and not into the S tier. Tackling, unreal. Pace, little bit of an issue because of that acceleration. The acceleration is at 79. You give him that Shadow Chem style, he's at 89, which is decent, but nothing amazing. The thing is with Koulibaly that is different to a player like De Ligt, let's say, is his sprint speed is really high. So even though his acceleration isn't up to the level you'd like it to be up to, he still feels a little bit faster because of how his sprint speed actually is. So yeah, Koulibaly is going to go a level above De Ligt, and he is going to go into the A+. Koundé. Oh, Koundé. When he came out, he was a joke. We put him into the S tier. I think it was for 2 tier lists in a row, and it was understandable, man. He is just... He was just ridiculous. Now, do I believe Koundé is on a Chiellini, Cordoba, who else? Hincapi, Kempembe kind of level? Not anymore. He's still an amazing centre-back, though, and he's still a centre-back that deserves to go into the A+. Future Stars LAKEY. Now, when I reviewed this card, I started him off with an Anchor Chem style because I saw that aggression being at 83, and I was like, that's not great. I want that to be a little bit higher. But I eventually switched it to a Shadow Chem style because of that acceleration. The acceleration being at 92 with the Anchor Chem style is nice, but being at 97 with the Shadow Chem style is on a whole new level. So yeah, the aggression being left at 83 is a little bit annoying because he does miss out on 50-50s, and his stamina being at 75 isn't that great either. So LAKEY, I think definitely is going to go on the same level as a player like Klosterman. So he is going to drop from the S tier into the A+. Elena. Oh, the 5-star skill moves on his card is nice, man. His dribbling ability ain't crazy, but it's nice with the 5-star skill moves. The pace is solid, the defending is solid, and the physicals are really good as well. I wouldn't go as far as saying he's an S tier card, but I definitely would say Elena deserves to go into the A+. The acceleration is the one thing that I would have liked a little bit better on him. That's it. Because defending ability, incredible, man. He's like the same thing as like who is it? Is it Koulibaly? Yeah, Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got 89 acceleration, but his sprint speed is really high. With Laporte, I think his acceleration with the shadow is like 91, and his sprint speed is like 99. So yeah, Laporte, I think he is going to join everyone else in the A+. Luis Felipe. Oh, this card is nice, man. Once again, shadow, give him the extra pace. His physicals are good, his defending is good, and he is a centre-back that does feel nice on the ball as well, and that's always going to be really good to work with in that centre-back position. If he's got good dribbling, you know you can go for a few twists and turns. So yeah, Luis Felipe, we are going to put him into the A+. Foot captain's Marcelo. 5'5". Some people don't even play this card in a left-back position. Some people play this card in a centre-mid position. Some people play this card down the line. Some people even play this card in a striker position. He is just straight up incredible. Very nice all-rounded card, and 100% deserves to go into an S tier. Road to the final Martinez. Now, he was an objective card, and he was a pretty decent objective card. His sprint speed, though, definitely is always going to be an issue in that centre-back position, and his reactions as well aren't that great. He can put in a good tackle, and his physicals aren't bad, though. I definitely would say Martinez goes into an A tier. I wouldn't put him into an A+. Mbabu, defensively, really solid. Can put in great tackles. His pace is nice as well. With the right chem style, his physicals do get boosted a really good amount. The dribbling ability for fullback, not great. Not great at all. And if we're looking at like defensive fullbacks here, Reece James is obviously an amazing one to compare him to. And Reece James, 100%, is better than this Mbabu card. So yeah, Mbabu, I would say A tier for him. Medina. I'm happy he got the upgrades. I'm very happy he got the upgrades because the acceleration is something that needed to go up. He's an incredible card, man. He really is. Do I go as far as saying he is an S tier? No, I don't think he's on the level of like King Cappy, Kimpembe, you know, Chiellini and all those kind of cards. But he is an amazing, amazing centre-back that needed those upgrades to boost up the acceleration. So yeah, Medina into the A+. Ferland Mendy, the only gold card on this entire tier list. How have EA not gave him a card? EA, what are you doing to me? He's got a 5-star weak, but he's got 4-star skill moves. Give him a special card, please. I know every year we have Ferland Mendy getting a special card, but like not having a special card for him this year, it just feels so wrong, doesn't it? It just feels so wrong. Last year he had the foot birthday, and the foot birthday was, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Mendy, I feel like he's still an amazing fullback that you can get for like, what, 2 or 3k? And I definitely do believe he still deserves to go into the A+. I'm just waiting for him to get a special card so he can, you know, he can go up here. 6'5". Incredible reach. Really good amount of pace to his game as well. Acceleration being at 93 with the Shadow Chem style is obviously going to be nice, but would have liked it maybe to be like 94, 95. Maybe that's me asking for too much, but it is what it is. But yeah, 6'5" centre-back, disgusting defensively, 100% deserves to go into an S tier. Am I now blocking? Yes, I am blocking. Let me go ahead and switch me over all the way down here. I can push these cards up as well. There you go. Now we can move on to Team Media Marquinhos. I don't think I need to say much, right? Get him up there, man. Get him up there. A lot of people are using this card for a very long time. He's kind of been like pushed to a side now. Other people are using different centre-backs, but for me personally, he's still an amazing centre-back. He goes in so well into tackles. He wins so many 50-50s as well. His pace is incredible with the right chem style, and I definitely would say he still deserves to go into the A+. Winter Wildcard Semedo. Now, Semedo's got a unique body type, and his dribbling stats are just straight up unreal. So yeah, in-game, he does feel really nice on the ball. His tackling ability, physicals are solid. His pace is really nice as well. I definitely would say this Semedo card joins the other fullbacks in the A+. I wouldn't put Semedo on like a Cornet or Azpilicueta level. I definitely would say Semedo is better than those two. Yeah, he's amazing, isn't he? That is the other way of saying that, man. So many people use this card for a long time, and he was just a joke of a centre-back. He would put in crazy good tackles. He's a fast centre-back as well. His physicals are an absolute joke. The thing about Niakate, though, the reactions is something that does hold him back a little bit, I would say. The reactions ain't too great. But even though the reactions ain't anything special, I would still take Niakate over every single centre-back in the A tier. So yeah, Niakate, he is going to go into the A+. The thing is with him, is that he's had no upgrade. He's had no upgrade at all. And this is a card that needs upgrades as well, because for a 5'9" player, his dribbling ain't great. His physicals ain't great either. So yeah, he's got a lot of issues. He can put in a good tackle, and he is a fast player as well with the right chem style. But the dribbling on this card for how tall he is, not acceptable, and the physicals as well, they aren't great either. I would definitely take players like Cornet, Coleman over this Odriozola, so we are going to put him into the B+. Pau Torres. When this card came out, he was so cheap. He was like 12k or even like 13k, something around there. He was so cheap, man. And I couldn't believe it, because when I used this card in Weekend League, he was very good. He can put in some really nice tackles. But I guess it's also a little bit understandable why he went for that price, because of the pace he has and because of the reactions as well. His reactions, I believe, is like 80, 82, 83, somewhere around there. And his pace, yeah, it's under 90, which definitely isn't great. I definitely would still say, though, Pau Torres deserves to go into an A tier, but 100% he doesn't deserve to go into the A+. The thing about this Pavard card, right, is if you're using him as a fullback, you're using him as like a very defensive fullback. But that's the thing. Like, people wasn't using this card as a fullback. People was using this card in that centre-back position. And him in a centre-back position, he is a joke. Just straight up a joke. His pace is insane. His defending ability, like putting in tackles, and his defensive awareness and stuff like that, really, really good. Physicals with the right chem style. I believe the and chem style is the way to go, giving him the extra strength. Straight up insane. And his left stick dribbling for a centre-back is nice. His reactions, though, is a little bit low, but I think Pavard, I feel like he does deserve to go into an A+. If you're using this card as a fullback, you're probably using him as a very, very defensive fullback. Very nice all-rounded. The thing about him, he can even go forward and take a long shot. Like, if you find him in a long shot opportunity, you're going to give it a go, man. Like, he's got a long shot ability to his game, and he's got really nice shot power as well. His dribbling is insane. His physicals are good. Defending is good. Pace is good. He's got everything to his game. So, yeah, Pedro, let's say, definitely deserves to go into the A+. Foot Captain Pepe. Here we go. A card that was worth 30k. A card that was an SBC, but a card that was an absolute beast. I cannot believe they priced him at 30k. I really can't, man. It's insane pricing for what you got. The pace was incredible. The defending ability, the animations he got himself into was so good as well. The physicals, the aggression being how high it is. Yeah, you know he's winning 50-50s. So yeah, Pepe, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to put him into the SD. I said it in the review, and I'm going to stick to my word, man. For me, he's better than Boyata. For me, he's better than Bai. For me, he's better than the Fright as well. He is just straight up incredible, especially with the animations he gets himself into with, like, tackles. Yeah, Pepe, S tier. PK, on the other hand, very good at tackling, but the pace is just not good enough. So yeah, PK, he's going to go into the A tier with Pau Torres. Road to the knockouts, Lodi. Now, he's got the lean body type, which is always going to be nice to work with in that fullback position, especially with his kind of dribbling stats. Yeah, he's going to feel good in game. His passing ability for fullback is pretty good as well. I would say the best chem style for him is the Shadow, because you want to try to get as much pace as possible, and even though you're missing out on the physical boost, I feel like it's still worth having the extra pace, especially with some of the wingers we play nowadays. But yeah, the aggression and strength on his card, it isn't all that. I feel like Lodi deserves to go into the A tier though. Robertson, going forward, it isn't bad, but it isn't amazing. Like, his dribbling ability ain't great. He's a strength as well on defense, ain't anything special. He can put in a good tackle, and with the right chem style, he does have a really good amount of pace as well. This is another card that I don't feel like deserves to go into the A+, but I definitely would say he is an A tier card. This is a free card, by the way, an objective card. He is disgusting. I mean, the only thing you have to work around is the league, right? That's literally it, because he is incredible in that centre-back position. So much pace, great physicals, really good defending ability. He even feels decent on the ball as well because of his high agility, and his passing ability is incredible. Even though it says 72 passing on the card, yeah, that's very misleading. His short passing and long passing is top tier. I definitely would say Robertson deserves to go into the A+. Roussillon, very good fullback, even without the upgrades, to be fair. Like, he's got great pace to his game. I think Anchor Chem style is the way to go, so you give him the extra physicals, max out his pace, while also giving him beautiful defending ability. His passing ability is okay at best. It isn't, like, anything special. And the dribbling ability is alright. Roussillon, though, as, like, a defensive fullback, is very, very good, man. And his dribbling is pretty, as I say, he's pretty decent. It just isn't, like, who can I maybe compare him to? It isn't like Frimpong kind of level, let's say. But as a defensive fullback, very solid. He's got 5-star skill moves, no? I'm pretty sure he does. He's got 5-star skill moves. His dribbling for a centre-back is pretty decent as well. He's got good pace to his game, good defending ability, and pretty good physicals. Me looking at that A+, looking at Klosterman, Lacroix, Cooper, I'm looking at the Fright as well. Yeah, I don't think Ruben Wiesel is on that level. So we are going to put him into the A tier. Rudiger, yep. Another card that we just throw straight up there. No need to really talk about him. Saliba. Oh, Saliba's nice. Saliba is definitely nice. A 6'3" centre-back that feels good on the ball. Great pace to his game as well. Really good physicals and great defending ability. I definitely would say Saliba deserves to go into the A+. He's got like 90... Is it 98 or 97? Somewhere around there. Strength straight off the bat. Incredible amount of strength. Decent pace. The acceleration definitely could be better. on this Salisu card, man. I feel like that acceleration is always going to hold him back, and that's like the main reason I am not going to go ahead and put him into the A tier. Same thing as like Skriniar as well. Acceleration-wise, yeah, not great. Not great. I'm pretty sure it's worse than Salisu's, right? I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's actually below 90 by like 1 or even 2. But Skriniar, incredible at putting in tackles. He's like the same thing, not really the same thing as PK, but you get the point, where tackling is top tier, but the acceleration really ain't anything special. So yeah, Skriniar, we are going to put him into the A tier. For birthday Sanchez. Now, he's a player that's got 5-star skill moves in the centre-back position. But with his dribbling ability, yeah, the skill moves don't come off nicely, let's say. His dribbling isn't bad, though, for a centre-back. He can put in good tackles. His physicals is solid. His pace is a little bit weird because you're forced to use a Shadow Chems on the card because you want to try to boost up that acceleration as much as possible. But the sprint speed is absolutely incredible on this card. I feel like Sanchez deserves to go on like the same level as a player like Laporte. So yeah, Sanchez, he's going to get thrown into the A+. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. You give him the Anchor Chem style. His strength and aggression is absolutely insane, man. He can go forward so well as well, man. He feels incredible on the ball. I definitely would say Atal, yeah, he deserves to go into an S tier. Another player that hasn't had any upgrade. What's happening over there? Sergio Ramos, disgusting defender. The animations that Ramos has, it's just like it's the correct animation every single time when going in for a tackle. His defending, like his tackling ability, sorry, is definitely up there with one of the best I have seen in this game. I just wished his pace was a little bit better. Maybe that Chiellini kind of pace, you know, that Ruben Diaz kind of pace. But still, Ramos, yeah, for me, he still deserves to go into the S tier. Honorable mention, Shaw. Now, Shaw is a player that has got a few negatives to his game, but he's also a player that has got a few positives as well. His tackling ability is solid. You give him the Shadow Chem style, he has got a really nice amount of pace down the line, but the issue is with giving him the Shadow Chem style is you're completely missing out on that strength. And that strength being only 82 for a player that's got a stocky body type, yeah, it's not that great. He doesn't feel exactly amazing on the ball either. He feels all right at best, and his 2-star weak foot is definitely annoying to work with when it comes down to passing. So yeah, a lot of issues, and I feel like Luke Shaw, he doesn't deserve to go into the A tier with players like Cornet, players like Coleman, players like Guerrero, Robertson, or even Lodi. So yeah, Shaw, he is going to go into the B+. We put him A+ last time. Is it time to drop now? I think it is. The reason I say that is because of that acceleration. If the acceleration was better, I would still throw him into the A+. I love his aggression. That's the thing about Soyuncu, right? He always wins like 50-50s. He's a player that always comes out with a ball. But I think now, with how his acceleration is, I think it is now time to drop into an A tier. Sule, on the other hand, pace is still beautiful. Physicals are still nice, and the defending ability is still very solid. His dribbling ability definitely is sometimes a little bit annoying to work with, but Sule, I feel like he's still definitely an amazing card. Spinazzola, ooh, he's got 5-star skill moves, which is always going to be nice, but the thing is with Spinazzola is you have to move with the 5-star skill moves because of how his dribbling stats actually are. You need to try to use like these ball roll scoop turns, these McGiddy spin cancels to move and try to create angles with him, because if you just go for left stick dribbling with him, yeah, it isn't that great. His tackling ability is solid, his pace is really nice as well, and his physicals are good. I would say Spinazzola, especially with having like the 5-star skill moves, he deserves to go into the A+. His dribbling ability ain't great. He's got a 2-star weak foot, which, yeah, we all know isn't amazing to work with. His physicals aren't all that either. Like, his strength is, yeah, annoying. His pace is all right, to be fair, but you're still forced to use a Shadow Chem style because you want to try to get as much pace down that line as possible. So yeah, Shadow Chem style on Tagliafico. His defending ability is good and pace is good. Other than that, yeah, he has got a lot of issues. I definitely would say Tagliafico joins Luke Shaw in the B+. Tanganga, very good defensive fullback, man. There's no need to go for something like an anchor on this card because his physicals are already really good. So the goal with him is to just try to make him as fast as possible with the shadow. But yeah, defensive fullback, solid. Would I say he's on the level of like a Reece James? No. Would I say he's on the level of, let's say, a Delane? No. Would I say he's on the level of someone like Darmian? No, I wouldn't. But Tanganga 100% deserves to go into the A tier. Carl Walker. This is a road to the final card, by the way. My God. He can still get upgraded, and he is so good right now. The only thing that like stops this card going into the S tier is the way he dribbles. That is literally it. But yeah, 100% Cole Walker, A+. And Saudi, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, really good on the ball, great defensively, really nice physicals as well, with the 5-5, yeah, and Saudi, A+. I wouldn't go as far as saying that he's, you know, is the 5-5 like a Marcelo. Like, yeah, he's got 5-5, but he's not that Marcelo, Dani Alves kind of player, you know? So he doesn't go into the S tier. But in Saudi, 100% goes into the A+. Foot Fantasy Stones. Now, he was a player that definitely needed the upgrades because of that acceleration. And now the acceleration being at 83 is always going to be nice because, you know, you can throw a Shadow Chemstyle on him, making it at 93 with 99 sprint speed. So yeah, pace, no longer an issue. The defending ability, top tier on Stones, and the physicals is really nice as well. I definitely would say Stones deserves to go into the A+. Tap Sober, 6'4" centre back. You guys know the reach on a 6'4" player is disgusting. The pace is actually really good on this card as well. The dribbling ability, I mean, it's alright. For a 6'4" player, it's okay. The physicals, though, I feel like I expect better from a player that is that tall when it comes down to the strength and aggression. Like Fonte's 6'3", and his strength and aggression is absolutely insane. Tap Sober is still a good centre-back, but I wouldn't say he's on that level of like Sule, Klosterman, Fonte anymore. So yeah, Tap Sober, we are going to move him down into the A tier. I did like Tezzy when I used him, man. He's one of those centre-backs that is fast. He's one of those centre-backs that can put in a crazy good tackle. And he's one of those centre-backs that actually feels pretty good on the ball as well. His reactions aren't great, and his aggression ain't great either. I think it's now time to Tezzy to drop down from the A+ into the A tier. Especially with some of the centre-backs we have in there now. Yeah, I don't think Tezzy is on that level anymore, unfortunately. Very good centre-back. Very, very good. Shadow Chemstyle, incredible pace to his game. Defending ability, stupid. I think he's got, is it 98 or 99 strength just straight off the bat? Like, that right there is disgusting to have, man. I definitely would say he still deserves to go into the A+. I still enjoy this card, to be fair, man. Like, his reactions is good. I think his reactions like 88 as far as I remember. You give him that shadow, the pace is disgusting. His physicals are good as well. And he can put in a very good tackle. I think Thiago still deserves to go into at least the A+. Tierney, used this card recently. I used him on my main account. I think it was 2 weeks ago, actually. Still a very good card, man. Still very, very good. Even though his dribbling stats aren't great when you look at the card, in game he feels nice on the ball, man. He's really fast as well, and his physicals and defending ability is solid. So yeah, Tierney, I think deserves to go into the A+ still. There's only one problem with Timber, and it's a reactions. That's literally it. Other than that, he is a disgustingly good card, man. Like, putting in tackles, beautiful physicals as well. Really, really solid. The reactions is something that I would have liked to maybe be a little bit better, especially on a player that is 5'10". That's the only thing I can say. I feel like his reactions does hold him back a little bit, but of how good he is just all-rounded, especially feeling incredible on the ball for a centre-back, I think Timber is going to just slide in there into the A+. Future stars Tomiyasu. Now, he has got a 5-star weak foot to his game, which is always nice to work with in that centre-back position. He's got great pace to his game as well with the Shadow Chemstyle. Tackling and physicals are top tier, and he even gives you a really nice dribbling ability in that centre-back position as well. So yeah, not really too many negatives when it comes down to this Tomiyasu card. So I definitely do believe, especially with the 5-star weak foot, he deserves to go into the A+. Really nice fullback, great defensively with the Anger Chem style, giving him the extra strength which he needs. The dribbling ain't anything special, I would say, but it still is pretty good. So yeah, Traore, would I say he deserves to go into the A+? Yeah, I would say he could. Yeah, I would say he deserves to go into the A+. It is a close one, though. I would say that. Tavernier, this is the 87 man of the match Tavernier. Last time, I believe we had the 86. They didn't touch a dribbling, by the way, between the two. As far as I know, they did not touch a dribbling. I think they gave him like a +2 to defending and +1 to the other stats. Tavernier, I have used him recently, and he is a very, very good card, man. Like, very good card. And he's cheap, and he gets that strong link to, hyperlink to Ken, which is always going to be nice. Tavernier, where do you go, man? We put him into the A tier last time. I think maybe I am going to push him up, though. Yeah, let's push him up into the A+, especially with how all-rounded he is. He offers you so much on that pitch, and he is very solid defensively. So yeah, we are going to push him from the A tier into the A+. Dest was in the S tier last time. Do I believe he deserves to go into the S tier anymore? With the fullbacks we see up there, I don't know if Dest deserves to go up there anymore. Like, he is a very nice, very, very nice fullback. There's no question about that, right? You give him the Anchor Chem style. His physicals are really good. He's got a great amount of pace to his game as well. His dribbling ability is solid. It's just, I think it's now time to Dest to drop from the S tier into the A+. Trippier. Ooh, Trippier's got a lot of issues. A lot of issues, man. You can go for an Anchor Chem style, but even with the Anchor Chem style, like, the physicals are not good. He's a player that is quite small. I think he's like 5. Is he 5'8"? I think he's 5'8" or 5'9". He's one of them, and his dribbling ability is not great at all, man. I think Trippier definitely goes into the B+. We put him into the B+ last time, so I reckon he is going to stay there. Winter Wildcard Twanzebe. Now, the thing about Twanzebe, right, even though it says 85 pace on the card, his acceleration is only 79, which we all know is going to be a big, big issue. Even with a Shadow Chem style boosting up to 89 acceleration, yeah, that is still not anything amazing this late into FIFA, unfortunately. He can still put in a very good tackle, though, and his physicals are really nice. It's just, with how his acceleration is, I do not believe he deserves to go into the A+, unfortunately. Upamecano, his acceleration is way, way worse, and that's the reason he's also not going to go into the A+, man. Upamecano, I know a lot of people do enjoy this card, and I do as well. I like his tackling ability a lot. It's just that acceleration is such a big thing in that centre-back position, so I do not believe I can put him any further than the A tier, unfortunately. Tomori, with the Shadow, has got good pace. 91 acceleration, I think he's got really, really high sprint speed as well. Tackling ability is solid. His dribbling ability, I guess, ain't all that, but, you know, it is what it is. And the physicals. The physicals are alright. I would have liked, like, higher physicals, especially with some of the cards we see, like, in the A+ tier. With like Koulibaly, with like Bailly, with like Boyata as well. Yeah, there's a lot of centre backs in the A+ tier that's got incredible physicals. So I don't think Tomori is on their level, but I definitely would still say he deserves to go into the A tier. Headliner Virgil van Dijk. Now, I'm still waiting for EA to go ahead and give this guy a promo card, because if they give him a promo card and give him a huge acceleration boost, that's it. We have one of the best centre-backs in this entire game, because his tackling ability on this card is incredible. The reach he has is just straight up unreal. All they need to do is give him an acceleration upgrade on a new promo, and that's it. As I said, we'll have one of the best centre-backs in the entire game. It's just with how the acceleration is on this headliner card, I don't think we can put him any further, unfortunately, than the A tier. Flashback Varane, I think we all know where this card's going to go. For me personally, the best centre-back in the entire game. The way he goes in for tackles is just straight up incredible. So yeah, 100% Flashback Varane deserves to go into the S tier. Vertonghen, this is his third upgrade, right? I think he was at 85. Actually, he might have been 86. He might still get one more upgrade. I'm not 100%. But this Vertonghen card, if you look at the stats, you're like, wow. All right. He's got everything. He's got an incredible tackling ability. The pace is insane on the card as well. The physicals look stupid, but you play with this card in-game, and yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't play to his stats. That's my experience. My experience with this Vertonghen card, he performed way, way worse than what his stats actually said, unfortunately. See, I do not believe this Vertonghen card is on the A+ level. I do believe, though, he deserves to go into the A tier. Yuri, insane fullback, man. 5-star skill moves to his game. Really, really good on the ball. Great pace. Good defensively. Yeah, I think Yuri 100% deserves to go into the A+. I put him into the S tier last time, and I have recently used this card as well. He's cheap. I bought him just to see if he was the card I remember him as. And he was an interesting card. Let's just put it that way. Have I used better fullbacks? I have, man. Do I believe this card is a card I would take over Foot Fantasy at all? I wouldn't. Marcelo? No chance. Hakimi? No chance. Dani Alves? Cancelo? Nuno Mendes? No chance. Yeah, Cunha, I think now drops from the S tier into the A+. He still obviously is a very good fullback, and that's why he's going in the A+. It's just I do not believe is on that S tier level anymore. Really good amount of pace, man. For an inform, like, his pace is really, really nice. His dribbling ability ain't too bad either. His defending ability is solid, like putting in tackles. Aggression is the thing that I would have liked a little bit better on Akanji. The aggression. If he had higher aggression, I may throw this card into an A+. May. Not guaranteeing it, but yeah, I feel like with that aggression, we are going to push him into an A tier. Incredible centre-back. There was a point I put Alaba into the S tier, and yeah, it was understandable, man. Like, he is just straight up stupid, especially with his dribbling ability. The dribbling ability that he has, you don't see that very often in that centre-back position, man. He was an incredible centre-back for me for so long. I still like him a lot, but I don't think he's on the centre-backs that, you know, we are seeing in the S tier anymore. So yeah, Alaba, we are going to push him into the A+. Denayer. Disgusting pace. Disgusting amount of pace in that centre-back position. You go for the Shadow Chem style, the physicals, the aggression ain't extremely high on the card, but as soon as you get in game, it feels like this guy's got way more aggression, man. His tackling ability is unreal as well, man. I feel like Denayer needs to go into the S tier. He is stupidly good. I cannot believe how good of an upgrade they gave this card, man. Foot Fantasy Alexandra, a card that has not been upgraded, but a card that is still definitely very solid. He's got that unique body type, which is nice to work with, especially with his dribbling stats. His defending ability is solid. His physicals are nice. His pace is nice as well. Like, his dribbling stats aren't up there. They're not incredible, but his unique body type is like, it allows him to have those kind of dribbling stats, but still makes him feel good in game, if you know what I mean. Alexandro, I feel like he deserves to go into the A+. 2-star weak foot. Very annoying to work with. I have used this card multiple times because I'm always looking for a link between like Varane and Neymar or even Vinny. So yeah, Telles has been thrown into my main team. Do I believe he deserves to go into the A+? Nah, not with a 2-star weak foot. I think Telles is just like simply comfortable A tier card. Rule Breaker's Trent. Now, he has got a unique body type, so even though his dribbling stats aren't that great, his unique body type makes him feel not too bad in game. His passing ability, like long passing, is really nice for a fullback. His pace, no matter with the anchor or shadow, is good. I definitely would suggest though going for the shadow chem style, because even if you give an anchor chem style to Trent, his physicals aren't that great anyway. He's not going to be a player that's going to be all of a sudden pushing players completely off the ball. I would say Trent deserves to go into like the A tier. I wouldn't go as far as saying he deserves to go into the B+. What card was it? Is this a road to the knockouts? I'm pretty sure it was. It's a road to the knockouts or something like a man of the match. I can't really remember. Either way, Amarvi, tackling wise, solid. Physicals as well with the anchor chem style is good. He's got a good amount of pace to his game as well. Dribbling ability, awful. I'll say that right now. Passing ability for a fullback, not great. Not great at all. And I'm looking at some of the level we have in the A tier, like Coleman. I just put Trent up there as well with his kind of passing ability. Kabor. There's even the Boyce out what's called in there as well. I don't think Amarvi is on that level. So yeah, Amarvi is going to go into the B+. The thing about him, right, as a fullback, he ain't great as a fullback, right? Because his physicals are terrible, just straight terrible. He's more of like a midfielder, if anything. So yeah, as a fullback, he's not all that. His physicals aren't good. His dribbling is okay. Like, I know the actual dribbling stat on this card is not good, and I definitely have felt that in game as well. Where does he go though? I wouldn't put him on the boys level. I'll definitely take him over. Cornet, I'll take him over Florenzi as well. Coleman, I'll take him over. Guerrero, I'll do it as an attacking fullback especially. Yeah, I think we're going to put Florenzi into the B+. As I said, as a midfielder, he definitely is better. But as a fullback, I don't think he's A tier worthy. I think he deserves to go into the B+. But that is going to be it for the defenders tier list. I didn't even know that was the last card. Now, we're going to do what we usually do at the end of tier list. I'm going to give you my top 3. So, top 3 centre-backs. Varane, still number 1. He's still up there, man. Marquinhos, second. And the third one is going to be Ruben Dias. I'm looking at that Chiellini. You know, I'm looking at Chiellini specifically. But I think Ruben Dias is better. So yeah, top 3 centre-backs, Varane, Marquinhos, and Ruben Dias. Top 3 fullbacks. Cancelo, still number 1. Hakimi, even though we have 2 5-star players up there, Hakimi is just straight up a joke. He doesn't need 5-star skills. He doesn't need a 5-star weak foot. So yeah, Cancelo first, Hakimi second, and the third one is going to be Marcelo. Last time, I think it was Dani Alves. I'm pretty sure it was Dani Alves. But this time, it's going to be Marcelo. I think Marcelo is definitely better than that Dani Alves card. The thing with Marcelo is the shooting ability is insanely good. And I know it's good on Dani Alves, but with Marcelo, you can literally play him. You can play him striker if you really want to, man. So yeah, I think like Marcelo just edges it over Dani Alves. I think he is definitely better than Dani Alves. So yeah, top 3 centre-backs, Varane, Marquinhos, and Diaz. Top 3 fullbacks is Cancelo, Hakimi, and your boy Marcelo. But that is going to be it for the Defenders tier list. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.